What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you why these are the best parts to replace on your bike to make your bike feel better. If you're kind of getting worn out on your bike, it doesn't feel that great. Maybe you don't land a trick and you start telling people, it's because my bike's poopy. Number one thing I would get is grips. I would get brand new grips. I put this at the number one of the list because it's the only part of your bike that you are normally touching all the time. If your hands are grabbing brand new comfortable grips or just not ripped, worn down, sticky, how grips get after you ride for a while, you're going to feel so much better just holding on to brand new grips. So it's like a $10 investment that could make your bike that much more enjoyable. Definitely get new grips if your grips start ripping, tearing, getting sticky, worn down. It makes a huge difference. These are the grips I've been riding currently, and as you can see, they are stretched, they are worn, and basically right where I grab the middle part of my palm is in the thinnest part of the grip now. Not very comfortable. It's ripped, so it keeps trying to travel over top of the bar end. This just becomes annoying because I'm constantly trying to pull my grip down, and I noticed that it also has a rip there. When I ride brand new grips, I definitely feel more comfortable throwing bar spins. I just have fun riding my bike for longer. The grips that I got, the We the People hilt grips, they seem pretty similar ribbing pattern to the ODIs that I am used to riding, and they're long, so I'm gonna give these a go. The second part on my list of bike parts to get to make your bike feel better are definitely pedals. Just about the same reason as why your grips are number one. These are what your feet are touching 100% of the time. Your bike, if you are just locked into your pedals while you're doing tricks, is going to feel so much better. And there's a ton of different styles of pedals, thickness, like there's low profile pedals you might like better, larger platforms. Even I got the ones with metal screws in it, and I absolutely love when I have fresh pedals. I've been riding JCPC pedals, or OG PC pedals, they renamed them, that have replaceable bodies and metal pins on them for a while. I actually do not like how thick the screws are on them, but I have been riding them for years, so I am very used to having metal pins on my pedals. As you can tell, I do grind on it quite a bit. You can even see a slight angle from where I've grinded through. Once you grind it to this point, that is supposed to be an Allen key that you can actually replace the screws, and it actually gets to a point where I can't even take that screw off if I wanted to. I got a Clat AK pedals, so I'm actually very excited about these. For one, something that I like about the JCPC pedals, the Odyssey ones, is that you could take all the pins out of one side and just flip them to the other side. So you could have a completely smooth side of your pedal and then a completely grippy side of your pedal. I'm excited about the AK pedals because it only has the metal pins on one side. So there's two there and two there. On this side it's all plastic. So what that means for me is I can slowly wear down this side of the pedal whenever I want to do a pedal grind. For me that's exciting because I do not need every single pin to be metal, especially if I have a designated foot side of my pedal. So in the meantime, I'm going to have perfect grip no matter what side of the pedal I land on, and then whenever I do start grinding down these pins, doing my pedal grinds, then I'm still already used to making sure I'm on the right side of the pedal. So They're lighter, they're thinner, and I'm very excited to be riding these because I think these are going to be my new favorite pedals. And they look pretty nice. Okay guys, for the next part that is super important to change on your bike if you're looking for your bike to feel better is tires. The reason why tires are on this list is because just like everything else that I've talked about, it's something that has contact with something, so it feels different every time you ride. So tires, for instance, every time you're on the ground, your tires are touching the ground. Direct relation into whatever you're riding, how it feels, goes through the tires. Adding new tires if your tread is worn or you just are riding, say even like dirt tires on street or street tires on dirt, changing your tires makes a huge difference in how your bike feels. I have not replaced my front tire here for over 2 years. And I'm asking everyone that sees this video to not do what I did. If you watch my how to have fun at a skate park video, you'll know why I'm paranoid and am checking that my tube isn't popping out. Product number 4 is pegs, okay? I've just been going in order of things that you're actually touching, holding, or feeling when you are just pedaling down the street on your bike. So, starts with grips, only skin contact you have just on a normal bike ride. Then it goes to your feet, what's actually pushing your bike forward, pedaling, it needs to feel good. Then tires, because that's the only part of the bike that is normally touching the ground. So in number 4 comes pegs. So you're gonna want new pegs if you grind at all. Even I hang 5, so I put my foot on the peg. Brand new pegs make your bike feel so much better if it's just even a double peg. And I know this makes sense because you obviously replace parts when they get worn down or worn out, but I'll even show you a more close-up of what I mean and why I think pegs deserve the number 4 spot. I got the 4.75 inch long Hobie Primo pegs. I've never had Primo pegs before. I've tried a ton of different sort of pegs. I really like the Clap Venom pegs. Okay, we've gone through grips, we've gone through pedals, we have gone through pegs, and we have gone through tires. Now we're going to do honorable mentions. So these are things that obviously will make your bike feel 10 times better. They're just not things I needed to make my bike feel better right now. Honorable mention number 1, bearings. If you're not having fun riding your bike and it's kind of worn in, it's kind of used, a brand new headset will absolutely change your life. Especially if you have any of the creakiness while you're steering, any pop, pop, pop. That goes away with just 15, 20 bucks. Get a new headset, put your forks on it, grease it. You'll want to bar spin, which is something I've never experienced. So I mean, That's coming from me. So, obviously, the same thing if you're having any sort of creakiness with your cranks, either grease it or get a new bottom bracket, however severe it is. That makes a huge difference with just overall how your bike feels. The same thing goes for if your front wheel's creaky or your back wheel's creaky. You probably don't need new wheels or a new hub unless it's creaky because of the spokes. Then you should probably just do something about that. Either relace it, tighten the spokes, get a new wheel, or whatever. But you could probably just replace the bearings in your hub and have the feeling of a brand new wheel for about 15 bucks. Another honorable mention I have is getting a brand new chain. They have chains for as cheap as $7.99, a KMC chain. I used to buy the KMC lime green chain like 3 in one order just because I knew I wanted to keep replacing my chain when eventually my cheap KMC chain would break. But the feeling of having a brand new chain on my bike for that first couple of rides was the best feeling. You could just get a little higher up half-link chain. Your bike will pedal better. It'll be more responsive. KMC chain's cheaper metal, and eventually pedaling, you do stretch your chain out. So when you replace your chain and you go from all those stretched out links into brand new tight ones, freshly oiled, greased, when you go to pedal, your bike actually feels like a brand new bike. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want me to do any more videos like this where it's like tips or bike maintenance stuff, I'm all about bikes. See? Thanks. Subscribe. Thanks for watching all the way through, and I'll catch you guys next time.